Okay, so let's speaking about BRICS, as I promised earlier, that Indonesia has officially and finally become a member of BRICS, which many see as a significant step on its global economic engagement. How does Russia view Indonesia's role within BRICS, particularly in strengthening practical cooperation between member countries?
First of all, I just would like to say that I have heard it from my colleagues in Ministry of Foreign Affairs who are in charge of cooperation in the framework of BRICS, and they are very happy and they very confident that Indonesia can play an important role. And from the very first days of Indonesian memberships in BRICS, Indonesian side, Indonesian relevant ministries started to play a very active role. And I believe that there are some issues that are very important for anyone. For example, like establishing what we call sometimes independent financial infrastructure. Because in modern world, when some Western countries apply financial and economic sanctions against sovereign states, not only against my country, but sometimes against Iran, for example, who is BRICS member, against Venezuela, Belarus, and some other small states. So it's now it's even in our bilateral relations with Indonesia, the issue of financial settlements, financial payments, and one of the maybe critical. And if in the framework of BRICS we will manage to establish such independent financial infrastructure to ensure direct payments and financial settlements, it will be one of important steps. And I know also that Indonesian colleagues are very interested in some other initiatives in the framework of BRICS, like, for example, independence or we call sometimes new platform of investments, new technological platform, grain bourse and grain bridge. So this is a lot of ideas, and it means that sometimes when it comes to previous world order, when mostly it was established by the West, and most organizations, global organizations like World Bank, IMF, they're just still using Western rules, and it's sometimes not very operational for developing countries and emerging markets. We need, I believe, some kinds of, let's say, new rules and new possibilities, and to have some platforms, some fora, some infrastructures that will be non-West and more beneficial for the rest of the world.
Okay, Your Excellency, some say that BRICS can move beyond dialogue to deliver tangible economic benefits. This means that mutual trust among BRICS members is guaranteed?
Well, I hope so, but of course, there are now more than 10 member states, and every country is different. Every country has its own interests sometimes. But what is important for BRICS, in the framework of this group, we managed to mitigate our interests, to find out a joint solution. Of course, we understand that could be maybe even sometimes small tensions, misunderstanding, but we managed to follow same way. And this is the way that respect our national interests. It's not like we have heard some instructions or some rules from outside, but this is our own way. This is important.
Okay, Your Excellency, moreover, taking that a step further, are there specific investment projects or sectors in Indonesia that Russia currently finds particularly attractive within the BRICS framework?
Well, but you know, so BRICS BRICS, it's not economic organization. So when it comes to our bilateral relations with Indonesia, so it's a little bit not in the framework of BRICS. We should not say that everything now between Russia and Indonesia, it's due to BRICS or through BRICS channels. This is one of kind of umbrella, because I already mentioned previously that besides BRICS, we are also member, of course, of UN, of G20. We cooperate in the framework of ASEAN plus Russia. So it's many other possibilities to cooperate. And when it comes to bilateral relations, we are looking for some potential, and we are ready to have some investment projects here in Indonesia. But of course we understand now it should be very carefully worked out. We should understand who could be our partners, what will be the market for the goods that we can produce here. But I can say, and unfortunately, well, due to this geopolitical situation, I don't want to mention specific companies, because sometimes after this our Western frenemies start to tell to Indonesian colleagues you should not to cooperate with Russia, obviously, with some specific Russian companies. But our companies are here, they are looking for possibilities, and when we will really have some good projects and we will start something practical, we will of course announce it. But in quite many areas, starting from oil and gas, mining, manufacturing, we are looking for some potentials.